Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hi.
Alrighty. Let's start this. Cool. We're going. How we get on yesterday?
Didn't trade yesterday, just sat it out, to be honest.
Yeah, just took the DAX one. Nice, easy trade.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I got in much later than you did, but still got a nice trade.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Anas. Yeah, it was great. It was really nice. It just kicked on as well, which is cool. We had so yeah, I'll go through the zones that we had marked up. These were the zones for German 40. So we had the resistance, first resistance. Oh, let's just replay data. So we had a few little zones here. I'm gonna remove some stuff as well. It's a bit messy. But the main zones we had were this was resistance. This was the support. We had clean candles here. We had clean candles here. We had a bit of consolidation. So this was a little support because this was a previous resistance previously. Then if we break into that, we can get down further, but we never were looking at that. Then we've got next resistance up here. On the lower time frames, we had a little bit of trouble just in this little spot. And then we had another little bit of trouble just here, the last little bullish candle before this bearish move. And then once we get above this little yellow and gray zone, if we go back a little bit further, then you can see the next zone was up here near these yellow lines. So this was the next resistance. So we had some comments. It was bank holiday in the US and the UK yesterday, so there wasn't expecting much in terms of explosiveness. We did have some ECB speakers talking about like pretty much confirming they were thinking that everything's on track for a June rate cut. So price on the open pulled back, and then I thought, well, there's more chance it breaks up goes and tests this resistance, takes the Asian high, and at least pushes into this zone than there is with that news to push into this zone. So what happened was, so I'll show you this little green zone though, why this was, because this is liquidity, this is that resistance on the 30-minute, and then this is a little bit of a order block. So this would prove a little bit problematic once we took the high of that. It would just get a little bit volatile after here. So price on the open pulled back, and then it gave a nice little opportunity just to buy close to support, had a nice little wick rejection, and then eventually it just started moving up, and then we see it take the top, have that reaction, then we just consolidated for a lot of the rest of the London Open, and then to the New York session that we were able to kick on with things. And this is the New York session opening up, even though bank holiday. still got some volume, and then price just ended up drifting and drifting and drifting. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And then that's where we came to a close for the day. Now we're here, so we need to redo our zones. Oh look, we're pushing up a little bit. That's nice. So 30-minute Goldilocks. Looks like we had a bit of a sell-off in the Eurozone. Euro open. Is Chris here? Chris is not here, so he's got a question for me that I'll cover when he's here. Alright, so we've got resistance. We've got a little bit of an order block just here. So support. Still got more zones to the top. Remove yesterday's thing. Alright. Something's in here. For some reason, because I got my little line on it. Well, this gets a little bit messy now. So I think we can remove some of this. Cool. Alright, let's just look at the higher time frame now. So higher time frame, we're starting to break structure. Are we yet broken? No, we haven't taken this wick out yet. So I'd like to see what we can do at that wick, but you can see the trend is looking like we're breaking out of this channel that we had going to the downside, probably on the back of those rate cut hopes. Can we keep on pushing up? Are we due for a pullback at any one stage? We're not sure. Daily closed quite nice yesterday. This is the daily candle. The weekly candle for last week though, a bit of a rejection. So that weekly high is going to be an area that we want to pay attention to. So let's just move that here. Basically taken it. So I do expect there to be a reaction at that weekly high. And we're just about, are we there? We're pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. So I'd like to see what it does at this resistance. I'm not confident that it'll break out immediately, but I would like to hope it does. Daily, that means we'd need to extend this daily high. Yeah, that's the weekly high there, so we've still got a bit of space. I'd like it to take out that daily high. Oh, yeah, we'll have to see what it does at this support zone. If it wants to test the support again. Looking over to, I mean the yields are dropping, aren't they? So probably can drop a little bit more. Little order block here. Yeah, I just wanted to see it keep on moving up. So we'll see what the London Open does, if it gives a little a pullback, but I think it should just be straight moves at least, hopefully for the next 20 minutes. And then we'll see what it does at this resistance. What's your ideas, guys?
I'm trying to, well, I'm hoping it's going to pop down first. There's a little area, little order block with a fair value gap and then sort of push up. That's what I'm looking for.
I got some conflicting ideas. I think on the 1 hour structure, I was having a look at last night and just thinking that it had broken previous highs. So, but then I'm kind of thinking it might pull back down into those areas to then go long. So
Yeah.
maybe not even today. I'm just thinking maybe it's a short session for me, or what I'm looking for. But if I don't really see that, I might just wait it out and see what New York does.
Short session, short time, or looking for shorts?
Looking for shorts in London.
Okay.
Just back down into those areas before the thing goes long. Yeah. But then on the 4 hour, it's obviously trending up. So. Yeah, I'd like to see it come down to 18,718. I think that's what you got marked, that green, that second, the bottom green zone. That's where I want it to come back down to.
This one around here?
Yeah. That's my, that's where I put my, my arrow.
Okay. So I was going to show you guys something I found that's pretty cool. I didn't realize you can do on TradingView. So, going on from just trying to continue putting some little webinars and stuff together, like topics as well in the future. Like there's one chart that I keep on seeing pop up whenever I read some of these like these different economists forecasts and webinars, and like some what are recession indicators. And one of the recession indicators was looking at fear in the market in the terms of corporate bond spreads, yields with in correlation with like AAA, which would be considered like treasuries. And corporate bond spreads that's the cost that corporates need to borrow to pay for, like, to raise money. Does that make sense? So like what it costs for a business to raise money, you can lend money to a business, or you can lend money to, like, say, treasuries, going on from what we covered on the weekend. You would expect that a corporation is not as safe as a government. Yeah. So you would expect more on your return from lending your money to a corporation, because they've got more chance of going bankrupt. They can't just print money like say the US government can. So the US government should be a safer bet, therefore it should return a lower yield. So what these guys watch is the correlation between what corporate spreads are and the government spreads, or AAA class bonds are. And when they're very low, that means you're not getting much of a return on either. So that means is that equally, morning Daniel, morning IP, equally there's very little fear in the market that the business is going to go bankrupt. So that means, that should theoretically mean that everything's looking well and good on the horizon. No real signs of trouble. So what they watch is the spread between those two. So when the spread rises, that means there's more risk for business, because there's more risk of them defaulting. And I always saw their chart pop up, and I always struggled to find it myself. I know it's on the Federal Reserve website, but there's so many different charts on here. Fred charts. So Federal Reserve economic data. There's so many different charts in here, and you can like put it into different things that you want to measure. And I always when I see the charts, it's good, but then I always lose how to get it. And on TradingView, you can actually do it. You can type in here. So say, for example, you go BAML, for example. I'll just do it. It's a long code. Anyway, But what you can do with this charts is like you can go like Euro USD minus Aussie USD, and you can actually put it. You actually get a chart up, which is the Euro minus the Aussie, and then track that. And that's this is the difference between the Euro and the Aussie versus the US dollar. Pretty cool. Really, really cool that you can do things like this. We'll explain more how it's important later on, because what we've got here. I just want to watch German, see if it does break out. Looking beautiful here. So so this chart I've got here, it looks messy, right, on the 5-minute chart, but you look at if we go to the daily, looks like this. Beautiful, isn't it?
It's like an ECG.
Yeah. So what you're looking at, what I'm trying to show you here, is don't look at the bar chart. Turn it to a line chart, and then when you've got fear in the market, these are the times. Like you've got the .com bubble crash. You've got something, I'm not sure what. 9/11. Then you've got the GFC. Then you've got COVID. Then you've got the Ukraine war. So, and there's other things here as well. But what happens is when we're trending down, that these are bull markets when we're trending down. And then when we have big spikes, this is times of the huge fear in the market. So when we get down to like these super low levels, when everyone's thinking, oh my God, how much higher can the stock market go? That's probably when they've got like peak sentiment that everything's going north. And that's usually the time that the top is coming in. Same as when things are spiking up and everyone's fearful for how low the market can go. That's probably the bottom coming in. And then, you know, smart investors would be capitalizing on those times. But so this one, you can see that we're getting like almost into super low territory. So once it starts like spiking up, if we start seeing, we'll probably see it already, but this is the stuff moves in the bond market a little bit ahead of the equities. So if we start seeing like this start to spike up, then there's probably, you know, no longs on the stock market. So we could probably be aiming for some shorts at those times. So it's quite a cool little indicator. Cool that you can do this on TradingView. It's for very much a bigger time frame. Very much bigger time frame. Not like yields, we can use lower time frames, but cool nonetheless. I just really like how we can like add and subtract and like actually do, like you can look for the spreads between the US 2-year yield plus the German 2-year yield as well. So we'll talk about that another time. Alrighty, we're going here. So we've got this. So what I liked about this as well. Oh, we've got that little gap. Oh man, we're flying. So we had little accumulation at the bottom of the Asian session. Price pushed up. Price dipped into that at the same time that we were dipping into this. So 7 o'clock for the first 15 minutes. We had the German 2-year yields. Look what it's doing. Pushing down. So it's pushing down. Good chance that this is going to go up. Now we're at this little where we sort of bounced out yesterday. So I do wonder. I'm watching closely to see what this London Open is going to do in 10 minutes. But this is looking good, man. All right, Chris is here. So swaps. Do you want to talk about that quickly? So swaps are why sometimes they're positive, why sometimes they're negative. If your account is funded in Aussie dollars, then when you're buying something, let's say you buy US yen, what you're doing is you're using what the broker's facilitating is if you were using Aussie dollars to go and purchase yen and then use those yens to buy US dollars with. So you're buying US dollars against the Japanese yen. And the US interest rates are 5.25%. And the Japanese is 0.1%. So you'll have a positive swap fee if you're buying US yen because this side has higher interest rates. If you're selling US yen, you would be losing, you'd be negative because what you're doing is you're buying the yen versus the US dollar. So you'll be losing the difference in the interest rates. That's in a nutshell. So if you buy, say, Aussie US, there should be very little in the way of swap fees. Maybe just the fee that they charge, which is meant to be very, very small. When you're buying gold, okay, when you're buying something like gold has no interest rates, so it's effectively zero. And then you're selling the thing that has 5.25%. So you're losing out on swap fees every night, the interest rate differential when you're buying gold, but you're making money when you're selling gold. Because gold has no yield. Yeah. When you're buying, say, German 40 is priced in euros. So it's the same thing. It's German 40 is zero. Then you've got euros. So if you're selling German, you're making money on the yields, on the interest rates. But when you're buying German 40, you're losing. All right, come on. That was my target. That's literally my target for that session. No, sorry. No, I lied.
I was going to say, so what's your trade idea for this morning if this breaks that to the upside?
I want to see what it does in this green section. I was concerned about these little areas. I did take a buy when I saw this was coming down. So on the this, as soon as it opened, was bearish, and then this candle was bearish. So like about an hour ago, I jumped into a buy when I saw price was down here inside this little accumulation zone. This is like 25 minutes before we started the stream. Just seeing if this is the exact same trade from yesterday, literally exact same, and I was looking for it to go up to the top at least. And now what I wanted to see for London was to stay in this zone and then see if we can get that London sell to buy. For overall target I've got for some reason 18,850. So looking at taking the top of this zone, so this into this clear area. But how we get there for my London Open trade, need to watch price a little bit more. But this is the exact same trade as what happened here. Literally the exact same. So price, we had this accumulation, price pushed down. We had like that resistance, support, and then that was closer to push up. Same thing, came down into this little accumulation to push up. For London now, London opened in 4 minutes. I wanted to see if it was going to sell down again. Looks like it's just going for it. So we're going to have pent up liquidity from the open, from yesterday's close. So I think we can take out this little bit of structure, and then we've got a bit of a zone above it. But this is the all-time high. I wonder if we're going for the all-time high. Oh, you took it. You took that as well, Ive. You saw the opportunity here.
Good go.
Yeah, far out.
Impatient.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get another one. Good morning, Chris.
If 1 hour closes above that previous high from 20th of May, then yeah, it's on.
Mm.
It's on for the all-time high for sure. Because it's pretty much, well, not totally clean, but it's relatively clean all the way up. It's only, yeah, the range of one session up to the all-time high.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour close above this area. And yeah.
Yeah, so my entry was, it's literally on this candle. Yeah. Where did you go? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I've made these charts. There we go. Just so we can like have a look. So we've got the 2-year yield on the US, the 2-year yield on the German, and then we've got the spread between the 2-year and the of the US and the German. So this should be more correlated, this bottom one. These ones should be have like a delay. These ones should be more inversely correlated to the top, but with a bit of a bit more leading. So until I start seeing, I don't think there's any shorts until we at least start seeing some bullish candles on these guys. I've tried to link them so that they stay in line, but obviously it's having some issues keeping them in line. It looks ugly, like it looks too compressed and too squishy when it's like this. So it's better I just keep on the side generally. But I wouldn't be looking for shorts until at least start seeing some of these bullish candles. Till we at least start seeing some sort of rise. But we do have, like, we are trending. I'd like to see what price is. Yeah, I just don't think there's any shorts right now for a little while. Oh, look at this.
There's another top level at 18,8475.
Look at that pop, far out. So just from these lows, 64 pips already, damn.
However, that 1 hour close I was talking about, it did. No, it didn't. It didn't actually break that key high of mine from the 20th.
1 second.
That's interesting, actually.
1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. Chris, sorry I'm new, came late. Which pairs are we looking at here? It's German 40. The German stock market.
So frustrating. I'm not in and just watching it tear off.
Yeah.
Just being patient, waiting for a pullback.
Yeah, but the only opportunity came an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, my trade's done as well now.
Not a bad start.
Yeah. Would have been nice to have gone more into it though.
Right, I've got to drop. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
See you, mate. Have a good day.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah, you wanted to scale in as well. I've yeah, hope for a pullback. Yes, that's what I was yeah. Oh well. It's nice to see it when it does move like that. We'll check out gold. What's gold doing? So gold was a beauty yesterday as well. It didn't quite get to 2360, but it was a nice push up, that's for sure. Just grinding its way higher. And we'll see if we can. So it got into this this candle, this little indecision candle before we got the engulfing candle. That's where it topped out yesterday, almost exactly. Now we have a bit of a pullback. Not overly, like I still think we can push up to like around this area before any major sells kick in, if they kick in. For today I need to look at the US dollar for a bit. I want to see what's happened here, but because at the moment that we had some Aussie news come out, and so we saw Aussie spike up with the Aussie CPI. I want to see what we're going to have as an effect on gold. But yeah, let me just focus on German, I think. See if we can like try jump in safely as well. Add another position just purely for London Open. Did anyone take the sell? Because I'm expecting there was a little, I expected there's a reaction.
I took the sell.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say.
I was pretty convinced that 1 hour close that wasn't above structure, and it entering that consolidation zone or whatever that zone that you marked out.
Yeah.
Not really topping it and closing above it. I was like, yeah, I think it's gonna retract. Small, low risk though.
Yeah. Make sure you secure.
Yeah, I've already secured. 40% something. This seemed like a very impulsive move as well. Like not quite convincing enough in structure.
Yep. Open of no bottom wick. So usually when it opens no bottom wick, it will retest that low. But it's pretty quick push up. Des gold spilling downwards, took a short 50 pips and scaled out, left trailing stop loss. Nice one. Yeah, it'd be nice if any of these moves that we're getting could like last the whole week.
Maybe that's all the pullback we're going to be given for German.
Anyone game enough? Take a little buy from here. See if we keep on pushing up.
Yeah, I already took it. It's been loading off Glen or something. I'm not normally so quick on the trigger.
See if that 1 minute structure can just keep on going up. Probably it will do something like this. It'll probably take out the base of that candle because London Open doesn't normally start with a no wick, but we'll probably do something like this. We kind of did that yesterday as well. Over here. So when we started moving impulsively, pushed up, and then it came in, swept, and then it wasn't able to break the highs, and then New York did the same thing, started pushing up. Like see how it's like started this impulsive candle, and then it started coming down, and then it swept still to then go back up. So we'll probably do a sweep at some stage for like London, because German's already been bullish. German got their fill here in the Asian liquidity. Then we'll push up. Now London will likely probably do something like that. But it'd be beautiful if she just keeps on going up. Retest the highs, dig in a little bit deeper. All right, yeah. First 10 minutes has come to a close. Looking really good, really healthy. Doing wick fills. Retested the wick. Oh no. Where'd you target, Dave?
I got out. I just thought it was probably going to go back down further.
Right.
I'm not targeting anything right now.
Yeah, probably we'll probably look for it to sweep the London low. And we've got a nice little gap here. Lovely little zone for this to grab some liquidity.
I'm still just unsure about that 1 hour close. I guess I'll see what the next 1 hour close does. But we didn't close above that previous key high.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see the structure has been broken. So if this 1 hour candle ends up closing bearish underneath that previous high, then yeah, I could definitely see that more structured pullback I talked about earlier happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, Des. Over here to the left. This here, from May 15, that's the all-time high. Yeah, it's looking like it's pulling back now. So see it if it takes out the London low. I'll probably, if we get a rejection from the London low, I'll look for a buy again, and then see if we can bounce off this previous Asian high to push back up into this little zone. And I'll look for the London trade to target from here to here. All right, let's go. Where's everyone? Tom, Dom, Glenn. Okay, once we take out this, there's a couple gaps on the way up in euro. Yeah, it did. That's for sure, Ty. Yeah, you're here, but not here. All right, we're retesting the Asian high, and they're taking the London low, current London low. So if I can get a little rejection from here, I'll take a buy, and I'll target the high. No, I didn't take the sells from here. I've only had the buys from this zone up. Yeah, nice little 3-minute candles, that's for sure. I like the zone as well. I do like that zone above here. But I was bullish bias for now.
Thanks for your feedback, actually, on the question about structure, German 40 structure. I was just asking actually last night about my ideas around this H4 versus H1 structure on German 40.
Mm-hmm.
I was just finding it a bit confusing. Internal structure.
Let's see if we get any kind of bearish momentum here or not. Otherwise, we may again push to the upside. I just want to see like this is a liquidity for me right now. So price took out that liquidity. I want to see price getting rejection and then coming back to the downside. If that does not happen, we may again push the price. This is the high which created a previous low was broken here with the body. So expectation is like a structure like here, creating higher low like this. Price broke the structure, then generated liquidity, taken out liquidity, and now coming downside like this. This is the liquidity. So same thing here.
Yeah, I hope that comes in from a little bit higher though. Only a touch higher. I'd like to see it take out this little bit, this high. Grab that one because there'll be sellers already involved in this move down. So I want to see it take that high and then look for that pullback if we get it.
We need at least hourly closing in our direction to confirm that price will not continue to show us.
All right. What news do we have today? We've got ECB 1-year CPI expectations to come in 40 minutes. Do we have any Fed ECB speakers? Not during this open. Yeah, that's the next thing we've got. There's the 1 year CPI expectations and the 3 year. So that'll be interesting. So it's not on Forex Factory. So we'll have to wait till 9 o'clock probably, but hopefully that can create some volatility. Anyone else look at other pairs? Anyone in any trades? Gold, NAS, anything? You're in gold sales, Paul? Yeah, I'm looking for Euro US longs. Cool. Eddie, you're in pound Aussie buys. Yeah, and pound Aussie's been a good chart. All right, boy, come on. What I don't want to see is it come back to entry. I want it to just do a clean move straight up into my grey zone, and then that'll be my London trade done. Come on. Just like, it'd be nice to see. I mean, nice to see because it'll be hidden TP, but what will be nice to see is it just like this big selling move, this here, that's liquidity to be taken for sure. And we didn't take it, and we've got the bit of a gap here. So just keep on pushing. Anyone
It could
with?
go either way, couldn't it? The 30-minute at this point could close as a massive rejection and bearish, or it could be
Could close either way here. Yeah.
like really bullish and be breaking a structure and going north of the all-time high.
Yeah, it's a bloody long 6 minutes we've got ahead of us. I like the grey zone though. I do like that grey zone. And I think that could trap buyers looking for breakouts to the London high.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone with me here on this one?
No.
Looks like you spoke for everyone.
No.
Des, you're in? Oh, thank God, someone's in. At least someone's in. Oh, you said a pending order. 18.821. Oh, nice, Matt. You're in it as well. Yeah, come on, let's go. So this is a dangerous bloody area for this one, but not nice. If Glenn was here, I think Glenn would be looking at this one as well, looking for the London breaks out, retests Asian high. Now, do we start forming a bit of a trend? Maybe then it won't be able to take it. Oh, nice little gap. Come on, keep pushing up. Ty, oh, Johnny, you're in. Nice one. You're working still. Oh yeah, far out. I haven't seen you for ages. All right, I'm gonna secure just a little bit here. I'm gonna let the rest run now. I'm not really interested for it to come back to the entry, so it stops at my entry. And see if we can push up. Still looking. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to sell it just yet. Oh, Glenn's on his cruise. Of course, he said that yesterday. Oh, Jim, you got you got in at London Open just now. Oh, you're back in the UK now. 3 weeks, Johnny. Nice. See, it's Birmingham, isn't it? If you're up Leeds way, let me know. Oh, you're back for a couple of years. That's right. Far out. Plenty of time then. All right, hopefully I can just stay inside the structure, break the high, push up, take London high, and then we'll just have to assess what it does here. Or is it going to create a manipulation from the upside here? If it creates a manipulation from the upside, like this 5 minute candle, this 5 minute candle, then that will be creating a bit of a resistance here, and that could then easily take out this low and push deeper to take some of these gaps. Could very easily do that. So it's a good idea that once it, like that was a good little move, quick 30 pips for London Open from the lows to the highs, not quite 30 pips. Don't let that become a losing trade. So generally, if you move stops to break even, you're moving your stop loss into a fairly dangerous spot. There's a good chance price comes in and takes you out. So if you're moving your stops before it closes above structure, then it's probably a good idea to take some profit at the same time. If you're just moving your stops and trailing it, more likely that you'll get stopped out for break even for nothing. So you might as well take something off the table. Especially when we're looking at breakout trades. Breakout and retest trades, very difficult to just get that V shape. Often it'll break out and it'll do the little retest. And unless you've got like the most perfect entry here, then often that retest is enough, because usually, you know, we don't get the most perfect entry. Normally we get once it bounces and then once it's moving up a little bit. So a lot of the time your entry will be somewhere like here. And then when price does that manipulation, it often will come back to your entry and then push up. But if you move your stops to break even, you usually get taken out exactly.
Sorry, I was mumbling in the background.
Yeah, are you talking to me?
No, I was just mumbling to myself.
Oh yeah.
Got a trading checklist I'm trying to follow. I'm just mumbling about whether I'm following it or not.
Just muttering away there under your breath at the charts. Yeah, cool. Well, it's been nice movements if we started the stream from 7. We started at 7:30, so we got a good bulk of it.
That 30-minute close was unconvincing. I mean, it's closing underneath that zone. Well, I've marked the zone a bit differently, but
yeah, it closed lower than the New York high over here. Yeah, I would be more comfortable with sells if we saw this zone being taken and then seeing a good rejection. But until then, it looks like we could just be filling this wick now. This 15-minute candle, another nice little bullish candle, but we broke the low, couldn't break the high, but we closed bullish. We want to see if this one's just going to do that wick fill, break this high, and then it looks, if that does that, then there's a good chance it's going to take out the London high. Yeah, and is trading against the US dollar a sound idea for this week? Against it? Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, today and tomorrow, price could really set up for Thursday. Thursday's the big news. Thursday got the GDP and unemployment. Euro US retracing to H1 bullish FEG, looking for 5-minute longs. Okay, we'll have a look at Euro USD in a second. Just want to see what this does to this candle because the 15 minutes looking pretty juicy. So I've got my TP just a little bit lower than this, just to ensure the take profit. If it kicks on, continues, then, you know, all this has happened after my plan, and I can't be annoyed about missing if it does kick on. But I want to ensure the fill. So this is the area I'm thinking that would be my target. So my take profit is actually like here. And I'll be well pleased at that, because it would have done exactly that. Would have done exactly that. If it does that, you know. Still, we need to contend. The 5-minute chart is not looking good. 4-minute chart, it's not as bad. The 5-minute chart though, this is a rejection candle, I believe. Actually, is it? Equal highs. But then this one, retesting that wick area, this is a little zone. Does Jim's Indy pick it up? No, it picks up at equal highs. What's your take on this, actually? How do your eyes see that? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh yeah, that's the HCS. Right there. Have a little bounce on this. Yeah, we could have a little pullback coming. Inflation's moved sideways. Oh, I've got Kashkari speaking now. So all yesterday it was all one side, and now they're talking outside the other side of their mouth. Now it's all, we need to wait and see. Inflation's moved sideways. We shouldn't rule anything out. Yeah, damn it. Okay, let's look at Euro USD. So you're looking for longs, are you? Got a little bit of support on the Dixie. And you got nice resist. This is the high. So if we're in a buyer's market, the job is to take out these highs. We've got another little resistance just over here. We've taken this one out. So on the 1 hour, where's your FVG? You're looking at this area, yeah? So this is the zone you're looking at. You took a buy off here. Is that where you took a buy from? Not yet. You want it to take out the whole thing, because there's another one underneath it. Then you've got your accumulation. Took a nice 15 pip trade, Euro US, nice one. $15 pips on Euro USD is not bad at the moment. It's pretty good. I mean, look at yesterday. Yesterday, I know we were bank holiday, but top to bottom, the whole day was only 26 pips. And then the Friday was 52 pips. So that's good movement as well for Euro USD. So 15 pips on the currency for like a day trade, it's not bad. You're thinking of where is the best place to put a pending long? Yeah, pending, like because the move's already happened, so we've already moved so much. We're getting into some really dangerous areas. So looking for like got Asian 50%. That's always going to be a place, a target, previous resistance. We've got the accumulation here. So anywhere here. I would be asking when do you think this market is topped for a little bit? When you think US dollar is going to come back strong? Where, like, if we're breaking underneath what structure? So until then, we'd be looking for longs, but you're at the top end here. So this is where it can get a bit choppy. What's above it? Because it's very hard to be longing Euro US dollar for the long term, especially with interest rate cuts next month. Very, very hard to hold something for a long time. Then we've got on Friday. Friday is going to be quite pivotal for US dollar when we get this one. So they've got a low number to beat, 1.3. You see the last 3 quarters have all been, easily exceeded 1.3. It probably will come in low, but that's a pretty low bar to set. That'll be the lowest it's had since 2022. So we'll see. If it beats expectations, then that will be a little boost for the US dollar. But that's still Thursday, so can you get a trade out of it today? Probably still. We're definitely got bullish structure on the lower time frames, and I think that this would be a clear area that I would need to take out. And we've got a little accumulation above here, so it depends on where your target is, how much you're trying to reach for. But wouldn't be surprised to see, we still maintain that very bullish structure even if we're down to these areas. So if you're looking for pending orders, you could probably set a couple smaller ones, like split your orders at the 2 zones that you're looking at, rather than going all in on one area. Yeah, I'd probably split orders if you're unsure about which exact area. Give yourself a little bit more flexibility. Yeah, 1.09. Yeah, definitely underneath the psychological level of 1.09. So 10 pips below that would make sense. And gold's just doing nothing. Gold's dead. Yeah, splitting orders is definitely a good idea. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give it a like. It really, really helps. Really would appreciate it. yen's tanking again? Is it? Like a reverse tanking? Like melting up, you mean?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Aussie and it's probably more the Aussie and the Kiwi.
Aussie and Kiwi, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the Aussie CPI that came out. Oh yes, see you, Matt. Footy training, yeah, have fun, mate. Yeah, these guys, these Japanese guys, there was what else he said? I don't see a need to hurry and cut rates. US economies remain remarkably resilient. Fed's good position because of a strong labour market. Yeah. You know why some of these people aren't going for like they're measuring like unemployment. So it's funny, like they measure employment, and they're saying, you know, like with how many jobs are created, but it's not about like, you know, you have some people that lose full-time work and they go get two part-time jobs, and now they're considered, you know, that they've added a job number. And then you've got unemployment not really rising because it's that actual unemployment benefits are so poor that people are like, geez, it's not even worth going and lining up to get unemployment. That it's easy for them to go and get a few hours cleaning a floor or something like that. So it does, like, unemployment market's been strong. So yeah, read this. There were these comments here. There were these comments here by the Governor Ueda and then his finance minister. Then yesterday there was a whole bunch of comments as well. Like if you go back and have a look at those, they wasn't sounding overly, like they're looking that they're going to hike, but it's not overly compelling that they are going to hike just yet. It's just they're opening the door up. I think they still need some more data. So likely you're just going to see yen devalue a bit further. But then as we get closer to like mid of next month, I would imagine yen's going to hold a bit more strength. But until then, we'll probably just continue drifting up, unless we get like fear in the market and stuff. Letting up the wires. Yeah, he's an AFL boy. Those bloody Warriors though, cost me my multis the last 2 weeks. Had a good multi going, and I wanted against Warriors versus Penrith, and I wanted Penrith to win and Alamotti to score. Then I would have like paid off. Everything else came through, and that was overnight, so I couldn't like see what the cash in value, because it was like a 5-leg multi. And then this week I had what did I have? I had, oh sorry, no, it was the week before. It was not the one just gone, 2 weeks before. Had them to beat Newcastle, lost. And then the week after had Penrith to win, and then the Warriors bloody beat them, so they cost me a multi 2 weeks in a row. Bloody was. Alrighty. Oh, Union, are you? Yeah, they're bloody hard to pick. Well, what's the plan, guys? We're doing SFA right here.
Waiting for the 1 hour close, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
What else to do? I don't think.
Because then at 9 we've got the news as well.
What's the news at 9? Oh, it's ECBs.
CPI expectations.
Mm.
I wonder if we could play the range here. It's not big enough for the range. But if we're going to range until 9 o'clock, I wonder if we could just take buys and take sells. It's not big enough though. It's like literally a 16 to 18 pip range inside of here. Yeah. So we've got a little imbalance. We've taken out this imbalance candle. Now we've left this one. So I wonder if we could push up. I wonder if I could take a stab to take out that high.
I've done the opposite, taking a stab to take out the low.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to go small risk because it's a play trade. See if I can get 10 pips up to this high. So it entered. Just looking to take profit at this, just below, there's no wick high. Because we pushed up, there's no wick. London pretty much pushed up with no bottom wick. We came down, we took it. We opened up with no bottom wick again. Pushed up, came back, have taken it. This no wick got taken. This one here has not been taken. This one here has not been taken. So these are little areas. So I'm looking to see which do we do first. Because we're waiting for the hour candle to close, I'd like it to. I think there's a good chance that we push up. That's the idea. Just to play the range for the next 10 minutes. Johnny, news at 9. Sydney or London, you can't see anything. Oh yeah, go to Financial Juice. It's not on Forex Factory. It's ECB inflation expectations. All right, we're getting very close to my TP. Oh, we filled it. So the charts must be, mine's charts just moving slightly ahead of TradingView here. Well, it's not slightly ahead. It's just the way that it's the way that it shows the charts here on TradingView is it always shows you the average between the bid and the ask. Whereas on the live accounts, they always show you just the bid. So it feels like there's a delay. That's why I haven't liked particularly trading live straight on the TradingView charts is I gotta feel like there's always a slight little delay compared to my live accounts. But taking the profit here. No, it's not trading in the future. It's like you yeah, it would be nice. Gosh, I'd love to have like a 2-second delay between like yeah, it'd be amazing. Awesome. All right. Well, I think that's my London session done. I took 3 trades in that London session. Even though this is just a little play one, but I think I'm done now for the morning. I'll set some ideas for the New York session, so that when those alerts go off, I'll be able to trade. But yeah, pretty nice session. How do you guys learn anything, take anything, follow any of these ideas that were given?
Yeah, took a few little trades, but also very low risk.
I mean, apart from the early move, it's done nothing. All it is just been bouncing between these little areas. What's this guy doing? If we're breaking underneath here and making our way back down to this area, then there'll be some good longs available on German. Had a good Hong Kong 50 session. Oh, nice one, Ty. Oh, now Dave's thinking, yeah, are we coming down now for it?
Yeah.
Which low are you looking for? Are you looking for these no wick candles?
Yeah, I'm looking no lower. I was still hoping for it to come down into the Euro session. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And also looking for that to coincide with the 1 hour close, ideally.
Yeah, what to see. I'm looking forward to seeing this. What happens on this hour close?
I kind of still like it to close under that key level, just because I prefer it to be operating in those zones, not up at the all-time highs.
Yeah, it's always nice when it's not trading at all-time high, because you can't short an all-time high in the equity markets.
It's looking like, well, 5 minutes to go, who knows, but the 1 hour looks like a very lovely clean rejection now.
Yeah, it's looking good. And gold still doing nothing. Yeah. Gold, apart from that euro move, has moved 20 pips total. I mean, German hasn't been much better. I'll remove this idea. That's kind of dead for now. Look at all these rejection wicks. Rejection, 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 rejection wick. You'd think with all these rejection wicks now that this support has to break. Has to be pushing into get these little imbalances that have been created.
Only one at the bottom.
Especially now that we've got this turning up I think there's some good sells coming.
Now sitting under that key high.
Yeah, 3 minutes to tell. I could be tempted into another sell because we do have this Fed speaker. You know, this is hawkish. Plus then we've got the yields rising. Plus we've had German coming off. It's not the idea, it's not the area that I was expecting to see the rejection. But all these other things in line and this looking like a rejection wick is a good, and having liquidity left behind, I could pivot into looking for a sell. Not sure if I want to take a fourth trade though. I would be, it's not that it's a hard rule. It's just I would be a little bit disappointed to have to take a loss. But the price action is definitely telling me a story here, and I've got a confluence of reasons to look for shorts now, given that we've really struggled to push up. You know, it's had plenty of opportunities to push up with this London Open. And it makes sense that if finally the buyers get exhausted, it would make sense to fall back down. Let's see if this is just a pullback. But I'm talking myself into it, taking a sell. Got 1 minute 30 until these expectations come in. So I'll have a look and see what this could turn things. But if their expectations come in a little bit lower than expected, they're expecting 3%. So the consensus is a little bit higher for 1 year, but then over the 3 years is dropped. If we get a surprise either side, I'll probably take something. So 45 seconds. Our candle is looking like a nice rejection. Let's see. Yeah, Asian low still intact. So that's an area of liquidity. See if we can take that. All right, here's the news. Our account is closed. See what it is. It's nothing. Oh, here we go. 2.4. Oh, less. Less than expected for the 3 year. Is this still going up? Gapped a little bit lower. Oh, I might. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a sell. I talked myself into it. See if we can take out this. Oh, wait. That's the wrong way. That's lower than expected. That's good.
Bullish.
Yeah, shoot. Sorry, 1 second. Close that. already was. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to see. I mean, it's
It's something.
yeah. I made a pip in that at least. That's not good though. I didn't want to open a trade and close it within a couple of seconds. Yeah, so that's good for expectations. That's gosh, sorry, it's getting that stage. So that's not good for sales. Yeah, this could see this keep on going up now. I think that's a signal to getting tired.
You know you're over trading when you're entering positions in the opposite.
Yeah. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, that's not a sell with that news. If CPI is coming down, then that's further cements rate cut for June. So now we could see, but yeah, I don't want to take. Yeah, I'm done trading now for a while. All right, Zoomers, stay on. Let's gonna go across some other little ideas. But YouTube, appreciate you guys. Make sure, please give it. If you like the stream, give it some support. Give it a like. If you want to know more about the community, links in the description. And that's it. All right, you trade safe. See you guys tomorrow. Zoomers, stay on.